hottest spot north of Havana. Woo! It's the disco 70s again, my favorite decade. And I'm going to make a disco stew with a little bit of meat, green peppers, onions, and all sorts of things in a stew. Music and dancing and everything else were my favorite. I don't know, my brain just went for the disco stew. Now we're going to make the disco stew. Let's pour the meat in this big old grandma pot. Oh, your face there. Chuck, brisket, whatever you want, it'll be there in a minute. Of pounds of brisket or beef chuck or whatever you want. And now we're gonna season it. First we'll put a little Emerald Lagasse stuff, which I love. I love his, you know, crazy stuff here. Then we're going to put in...
Bam!
What?
That's Emerald.
Oh! You scared the shit out of me! Salt and pepper. All right, now let's put the onions on top. Okay, just dump it, man. And let's see what else we want. Okay, so we'll put the tomatoes. Just let's dump them in there. Boop. Boop. Or let's put all the carrots in there, whatever the hell. We'll have the carrot. Carrot! Okay, all right. Then we have to brown the meat on top of all this shit. Then we put, then we have to put the water in. All right. Then what we do is we put it on the stove right here. The big old cover. Okay, and we let it simmer for 2.5 hours so it gets to be a real delicious stew, and then we eat it. 70s was the best decade. I really, you know, feel sad that it's over. I'm from Brooklyn. I came to Los Angeles in 1976 to sing at the Topaz Inn. I was a singer. My agent brought me out, and I was like, it's God's earth. It's heaven here. There were no bars. Everybody smiled at each other. Everybody stopped in the crosswalks, and I just had fun dancing, dancing, dancing all night. And it was just great. Woo! And I loved to dance, and I just partied, and honey, I had a lot of sex. I mean, who didn't have a lot of sex in the 70s, right, Mitch?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I know, honey. Oh, it's been cooking for 2.5 hours. So Michael and I are gonna try some. Woo! Okay, here, Michael. Here you go. Johnny, want some?
Sure.
Johnny will take some here. It's hot.
This is a hearty meal.
This is very hot. It's hot, so I'll have some. And how do you like it, G?
I love it. It's delicious.
Good eating in Maw Kitty's kitchen.
Say it again, Michael.
Good eating in Maw Kitty's kitchen.
All right, how about you, me? And
Yeah.
how about everybody
I love
else? Woo! All right, very good. Woo, baby! It was the 70s. There was stew everywhere. Everybody was eating stew at the disco. Everybody was rolling around on the stew at the disco. Everybody was feeding each other. Everybody was eating stew and more. I tell you, it was great. So stew's easy. Put everything in a pot. 2.5 hours later, you got a pot, you got a stew, you got the stew pot, you got the pot that stews, and the other pot, and no more pot, and stew. So I am the disco stew queen forever! Directions below, I forgot. All right, okay, good boy. All right, boy.